I've seen you before. Familiar shadow on the floor.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. We have a great lineup. Samantha Hyatt from Rob's Barbecue. We have the great Atlas and Zach Armas. So we have a special going on I want to tell you guys about at GB3. If you mention Everything Sparkle, you get a week free. So please go in, get your passes, and all these buff men I'm going to bring on today, they are always at GB3. So that's more of an incentive already. So we will start with our first guest, Samantha from Rob's Barbecue. She's brought us some goodies, but we're going to eat those at the end. Hi, Samantha. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So tell us about this.
Okay, we've been in business for about almost 2.5, 3 years, going off and on. We've done catering out in the Bay Area before that, but now we are located here in the Valley, and we're inside of the Arco on 4190 North Cedar, and we offer tri-tip, chicken, chopped pork, ribs. On special requests, we do beef ribs or large orders, and we do delivery, catering, and then takeout and pickup. So.
Wow. Okay, so you guys started this in Pismo?
Yes.
Is that correct? So how long have you been over there?
We were there 3 to 4 months out of the year. Gosh, 8 years almost, just back and forth.
8 years.
Yes, and it was a funny story. We started out, my husband would be out there cooking food. He'd leave to go to the store to go get something, and all the food would be gone. And he'd ask his friends, what happened? Oh, well, people wanted to buy it. Okay. And it just kind of all spiraled from there. And all the recipes we have are all handed down or just stuff that we were kind of figuring out on our own. Let's try a little bit of this, a little bit of this, or something from his family would mix in with something from my family, and it all kind of just blended together nicely.
So how did you guys start this?
Well, pretty much it was kind of I was needing to have him do something. He was retiring from his previous career, and instead of being at home and working on his motorcycles or his trucks or his little hobbies, I was like, let's sell food. Why not? He loves doing it. I love doing it. Why not expand it from there?
Okay, so speaking of, he was in the military, correct?
Yes, for a little while, but then he also did the fugitive recovery. He was a California mediation investigator. And those are things he likes to focus on more instead of the military aspect, because it's more, he likes to focus on the veterans and his family's military career, not so much his own. And then also, like I said, it's the mediation investigation. That's what he actually retired from right before he started.
That sounds really fascinating. So what was he investigating?
I was not upset he retired. I was pretty happy when he stopped.
What was one of his biggest investigations?
I don't even know all of them. He won't tell me all of them. I know he went after the higher people, I guess, the more larger bounties he went after. He would go all up in California. He used to tell me about walking through LA, him and his partner just with their vests on, walking the streets of LA looking for some drug dealer or gang member.
America's Most Wanted, right?
Finally, I was like, I don't want to hear anymore. I don't want to know what you're doing. Just come home.
So this is the least stressful job out of all of his jobs, right?
I would think so. I don't know. He kind of acts like it's still really stressful, but it's, on my end, at least, I'm not stressed. He's home every day, so that's kind of nice.
How long have you guys been married?
We've been married almost 16 years.
Wow,
Yep.
And you have four children?
Kids.
Oh,
Yes.
my gosh.
We have a 15-year-old, a 13-year-old, a 11-year-old, and an 8-year-old. Yes.
How neat. So he had told me that he was offered to franchise this, but that he didn't want to for the kids because he wanted to leave something to the children, right?
Yep. And we tell our children, this is yours. This is what we're doing for you. They're going to own those. And he's been offered, to have franchises or to just expand out everywhere or go to other states. And we don't want to do that. Our oldest son is going to have our store when he gets older. Plus, he's going to have a food truck if he wants it. And we want to get 4 stores, and every store will be owned by one of our children if they choose to do that. And it's like if they finish college, if they finish high school, if they finish their education, that'll be waiting for them.
They get rewarded with the food truck, and then they get
Pretty much, yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, they'll always have an income. They'll always have something to do. They'll always have a job lined up or some kind of income their whole life if they want it.
That's really great.
Yep.
Okay, so what's the secret? What makes this meat so delicious? Is it the sauces, the spices? What
You know
is
what's so
it?
funny is that I don't even really quite know. I make him, I don't know, it's just the way he smokes it in the smoker, the wood he uses, it's the blend of the seasoning he uses. I don't even know how he does it. Because I don't know why is I can make the food the exact same way he does, and it does not taste as good as when he makes it, ever.
Wow.
I know, it blows my
So
mind.
he doesn't tell you his secret?
He won't. The same thing with his coleslaw. All of our coleslaw is made fresh, right there in front of you. I don't know why he makes it so much better. I have watched him making it, and it always tastes better than mine, every time.
So how much is it for a catering event? If we want like a wedding catered, how much would that be?
It all kind of depends on what you want, how many people, if you want it delivered, because we can offer large amounts like the tri-tip, the chicken, the ribs, however you want. And we can also customize it to say you can't have sauce on something or you have guests that don't want something. We can always customize it. It all just kind of depends. It can be from, I just want to ballpark, like $15 to maybe $22 a person.
Okay.
It just all depends. But we're really reasonable. And if someone comes up to me and says, I need food for this, 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 and this, I only have $250. I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make sure everyone gets fed and everyone is happy. So.
That's great. What about if someone's a vegan or something? Do you offer anything for that?
Okay. I have been working on that. I've gotten vegetarian. I can do vegetarian. That one, I've actually perfected it. I can make vegetarian sandwiches. I do quesadillas,
Ooh.
tacos. What was it? There's a couple other things I can kind of throw together. Side dishes or rice bowls. I could do those.
Nice.
Vegan, I have some recipes. I've been playing with them, but they're not there yet. They're not ready yet. Because it would be simple stuff like vegan hot dogs that I know how to make. Oh my gosh. I can't even think now. Like cabbage, meatballs almost, but they're vegan. And there's a couple of different recipes. Like I said, they're not. If my kids won't eat them, then I know they're probably not ready yet.
That's a test. No, this is really great. So right now you have the one location in Fresno.
Yes.
Where's the next location that you're expanding to?
We're not quite sure yet. We've been talking to so many different places. At first, we were going to be going to more gas stations because we love being inside gas stations. It's just, I like the small little, get to know my customers. But now we're either looking at, again, just doing a trailer and just having a trailer from now, the station and the trailer, or we're going to have something with a small sit-down area. So
Like in Pismo, right?
No, here in Fresno.
Yeah, but is it going to be replicated like the one that you have in Pismo?
Kinda.
Like that?
Maybe, I don't know, not as, because the one he had in Pismo was huge.
Yes, that was the biggest barbecue place in town.
Yes.
There.
I want to do something where I can put this trailer anywhere, because I promised a lot of people that, if you have a construction site, I want to be able to put my trailer in there and feed you. I don't want the 45, 50-foot trailer, and then I'm stuck to where I have to go. So that's why I'd like to focus, like I said, sitting area, somewhere I can be conveniently located at, or even if I can just pull into, I know I see them like other gas stations, I can get a contract with the owners and maybe even pull in there and serve food out of multiple different gas stations. I don't know.
So do you guys use a big spit? Is that how you guys prepare the meats?
I have one, but no, that's more if we do the whole hogs or we do rotisseries, chickens or turkeys. It's all an indirect smoker. So.
Oh, that was that good smell I was smelling.
Yes. I don't know. It's in my hair permanently from now on. I smell like smoke constantly. Yeah, but everything is done on smoker. We don't use any kind of charcoal. We don't use any kind of accelerants in it. It's all organic wood. The fruit woods, we use red oak. Everything is usually organic. The only one we do have that uses propane very, very rarely is our Santa Maria. So.
Okay, and so what were all the meats I know you do pork, tri-tip chicken.
And then we do pork tri-tip chicken, which is the California cut, the barbecue chicken, and the pig pickin' on the menu. We also we were doing St. Louis ribs. Now we switched to baby back ribs. They're so much better, I think. and we do per request we can do bratwurst, Polish sausages, hot links, and then we can even do beef. What are they called? Short ribs, where just the real big meaty beef ribs. I do those on request. Whole chickens. We've even done a hog's head one time. It was crazy.
Wow.
I know.
How was that?
It was a little bit crazy, yeah. I've never had a hog's head before, but we smoked it, and I don't even know what he did. Was stuffed it with stuff, and it was pretty good.
Oh, that
it was pretty
sounds
good.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay, so what about if you're health conscious? Do you have anything we had talked about this the other day?
Yes.
That I was going to work you out and you were going to get me fat. But what do we have that's a health conscientious thing?
Well, I know a lot of people do have restrictions on their diet, and if they come to me beforehand or call me and say, I'm diabetic or I have an allergy to something, I really try my best to make sure I don't serve either the raw honey that we use, the sauces that we use. I know gluten-free is really, really big. Everyone's gluten-free or, can't even think now, GMO or just the artificial preservatives, or people are sensitive to them. So now I really make sure to check my labels and check what I'm using in my sauces and make sure that I can customize food to where you can have it and enjoy it and not get sick.
Well, what if somebody wanted to come in and do, I'm sure you're familiar with meal plans now, people that are prep cooking. So if somebody was like, I want my chicken 500 calories, can you make it? They want to buy a big thing that they can proportion throughout the week. Can you do that? Or is it, you can't really guarantee?
I can't really guarantee, but I can do, they're going to be, say they're serving 2 people a day for 5 days. They want enough chicken for that.
Yeah.
I can pretty much guess it out and portion it out. Okay, 2 people eat maybe a half a pound of chicken a day, roughly. And then if they want sauce on the side, and then they can customize their sauce. For this day they want teriyaki. This day they're going to want a spicy with like a salsa added to it. Or I can kind of keep it to where they can modify it the way they want to do it. I can keep it a little bit plainer. So if they want to add their different sauces or seasonings, it won't interfere with it.
Nice. Sounds great. Thank you so much, Samantha. I can't wait to try your cooking at the end.
Yes.
We have an eater here that's he's a professional, and he's going to tell us if it's good, what it needs, and we're going to try to make him sick. Just kidding.
All right. Thank you.
Hi, we are back with Atlas.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm excellent.
Okay, so tell me, how did you get started in personal training?
Oh, well, it started off with bodybuilding. I had a lot of people in the gym just training, and people were like, oh, you look good. Why don't you start doing some bodybuilding? I was like, well, I'll do it. I lost my first show, and I got crushed. I had a big upper body and absolutely no legs. And so it crushed my ego, and it forced me to train harder. And I started winning shows. And then after that, people started asking me if I was a personal trainer. And so I was like, you know what? Why don't I get into that? And so I've been doing it for 5 years.
At GB3.
At GB3.
Where everyone needs to come and get their free week.
Yes.
Okay, so you train men and women.
Men and women.
So every type of person, not just bodybuilders?
Yes, that's the problem, is a lot of people take a look at me and they just assume I only train competitors. Or they sit up and say, oh, well, once I lose a couple of pounds, then I'll come see you. They don't get that that's the opposite. You come see me first, and I can help you lose those pounds and help you get to where you need to go.
Okay, so who's easier to train, men or women?
I would say probably women. Women are more focused. Men are driven, and they have a lot of energy, but they come with a lot of knowledge from the past of how to train. And so they'll usually come to me and be like, hey, I heard that I'm supposed to curl like this. And I'll be like, okay, well, if you hired me, then why don't you show me? And they're like, oh, well, no. I came to you for a reason. You're right. I'll learn from you. Women, they're like a fresh palate. they usually come to me and they just want to soak up as much as they can. So
That's great. Okay. So how many times do you recommend they train with you? Like what for the best results, do you train people like twice a week or 3 times a week for optimal?
Usually 2 to 3 times. I have one guy that wants to see me 6 to 7 times a week. There's people usually hire me to pretty much kick their butt. You know, they want the accountability. And so, oh wow, you got my pictures on there. Okay, that's nice.
I was hoping you were going to come dressed like this, but you know.
Okay. Yeah, there's the pictures. Those are my competition pictures. Wow. But yeah, what was the last question that you asked me?
How often somebody should train with you?
Oh, well, it's really based off of them and their body. There are people that get tired quicker. There are people that have really busy schedules. Like I've had a lot of nurses, some doctors, and contractors, people that have really busy schedules. It works out for me because I'm always at the gym. So I'm pretty flexible. I can do mornings. I can do nights. I'm pretty much available 7 times a week. Very rarely do I train on weekends, but I am known to train on weekends too. I'm always at the gym. I have to train myself too, so.
Do you work out with your clients ever, or?
I do. If they need extra motivation, especially if they need to actually visually see the form or whatever, sometimes I'll just do it as a little bonus. And they love it, especially when I have younger clients that are like 13, 15. It's like they get that best friend experience that, oh, I'm training with my big best bro kind of thing. So.
Awesome. So do people, when they get with you, are they expecting to look like you? Do they get like frustrated, like, why aren't I looking like this yet? I'm doing everything you said.
Well, the first thing that they usually, mostly men, they say, I'm like, okay, what are you trying to look like? What are your goals? And they're like, I want to look just like you. So I tell them the truth, which is you're not. You'll never look like me, but
oh wow.
but keep in mind, just like you'll never have my best body, I'll never have your best body. And that's what and once I tell them that opens up another world. They're like, wow, I never thought of that. I'm like, yeah, you can be a work of art like I've never seen, and you might motivate me. So that should be your ultimate goal.
What makes you different than most other trainers that you see at the gym? Why are you special?
I don't really want to say that one.
Oh, come on.
Well, to be honest with you,
I know you're not talking about me, by the way.
Oh, I'm not talking about you. She's in shape. But for the most part, a lot of personal trainers don't look the part. And so that's where I get my clientele from. It's a whole lot easier to get clients when you look the part and you practice what you preach. And so because of that, it's more motivating for the clients. And that's how I get my clients. They usually look at me and they're like, okay. They just scan and they're like, okay, I want to be trained by that guy, or I want to be trained by her, you know? And it's just common sense. I mean, if you want to look a certain way, I mean, you might as well go with the person that looks like they've gotten there already. I mean, I don't know.
But you've told me in the past, if I could bring this up, about posture, that you've had people where you're like, look at your posture and try to get them to have a better posture. Do you remember that?
Yes, posture is one of the most important things. Like, she's sitting with perfect posture. I'm sitting with good posture. I'm sitting all the way back. My chest is up. I'm not slouched. And a lot of people fall into that video game or cell phone posture. So if I was playing video games all the time, or if I was always on my cell phone, I'd have the little Instagram posture, and it's really horrible. That's the first thing that I train my clients on is posture, because it's very important that your chest is up, your shoulders are straight, and I mean, it's as simple as staying up against the back wall, having your feet, your butt, your head up against the wall, your head straight, and then just coordinate your day just like that, because it goes into your training. If you're curling, you don't want to be like this. You don't want to be curling like this. That's bad form. The heavier the weight goes up, the more you're going to come down. If you got good posture, you're always going to have good technique. So
tell us about other stuff that you do, like your acrobatic stuff. I really want to hear about that.
Yeah, I do capoeira. That's when you're in the gym, as much as I have been, pretty much majority of my life, The weights get a little boring, especially when you're training clients all day. You kind of don't want to be at the gym sometimes, and you kind of need a break from the gym. So it's my little escape to go into another world. I do capoeira, which is Brazilian form of martial arts. It's a mixture of dance, music, and fighting.
Who taught you that? How'd you get into that?
I went to Fresno Capoeira, which is right next to Fresno State in the indoor soccer gym right across from Fresno State. I got the basics down there, and then I'm the kind of person where I love being self-taught, but YouTube, there's videos out there, and so a lot of stuff that I've learned just on my own, and so it's fun.
I wish we had a video on that right now. Actually, I should have told you to bring that.
I have
can
plenty
you
of videos.
teach people that in the gym, or do you have to be?
I can teach them the basics. There's certain acrobatics, flips and stuff, and there's a whole lot more that I'm learning as well. But the basics can kick your butt just for a workout. So I can do that.
Oh, that's really cool. So what is the contact information if somebody wants training from you?
Oh, they can contact me through email at atlasfitnessnow@gmail.com. They can contact me at atlasfitness on Instagram. They can follow my Facebook page, Atlas Fitness. There's many ways. And plus, I'm at GB3 Champlain and Perrin. Champlain and what is the cross street?
I say Champlain and Perrin too.
Okay.
Or we
Shepherd,
just
Champlain, and
Shepherd.
Shepherd and Champlain. That's where I'm at. I'm there every day. I don't know how I forgot where I'm at. But anyways.
Yeah, you live behind there, don't you?
I live right across the street from the gym. But yeah, that's where you can see me. You can approach me, or you can just go through my email or on social media. DM me, whatever you got to do, and we can get connected and we can get started.
So what do people want to train at another gym? Will you go to another GB3 or just that?
No, that's the GB3. Once they opened up, that was the one where I said, this is where I'm going to stay. So that way, that's my face. That's where I'm known at. It's a little bit newer and then a cleaner. So that's all I'm going to say.
When is your next show? I want to come see you compete.
Oh, I'm just getting back into competitions and everything. I'm actually tweaking my body, getting it to a perfection that I want. I would say within a matter, maybe at the latest, maybe 2 months. Maybe 2 months.
Is it going to be one of the ones in town locally?
No.
Okay.
It's going to be a pro show. I'm a natural pro bodybuilder, and so I've already had my pro card, but I never made my pro debut because I was so focused on personal training. And so now I'm back on the
How many competitions have you won?
I'm sorry, I got hella distracted.
Okay, but you've been competing for a while. How long have you been competing? You've been training for 6 years, but how long have you been in the competition circuit?
I've been competing for a good 4 years. Yeah.
Okay, so about how many competitions have you?
Oh, wow. I don't count. There's so many
Okay.
competitions. I've done probably at least 15 to 20.
Okay.
Yeah, 20 competitions. A lot of competitions. I love to compete. And it's not competing against others. It's competing against myself. I'm always better than myself each day.
And you won the last competition, right? Or you won? I saw you win one last year in April.
Yes, I did. I did win that. Yeah, there's a picture for that one. But yeah, it's more so. It's not really about winning. It's about the people that come up to me, and essentially that's what I do it for. Anyways, that's why I do personal training. I mean, it could be looked at as a job, but to inspire people. Oh yeah, that picture right there. Oh, there we go. But yeah, I love inspiring people. And when I have little kids that are like 3 or 4 looking up to me and they want to take a picture with me, like that's inspiring. And it's like, I got to keep in mind that I'm a role model. You forget that. And so.
Thank you so much for coming on, Atlas. I want to have you on again.
Yes.
Can I tell people why I want to have you on again for your other talents?
Oh, well, yeah, you can if you want.
Because he sings, and he has actually a very pretty voice, not the kind of voice you'd expect from this body.
pretty. I love it.
It's so pretty.
That, and then be sure to check out my Instagram at Atlas Fitness. Now, Atlas Fitness Now, I'm actually starting to cook a whole lot more. I'm making recipes, vegan recipes. I have a vegan burger up, and follow me to be inspired. Follow my process and learn what I do to stay in shape.
Thank you so much, Atlas.
Thank you, Sparkle. I appreciate it.
And we're back. So I am here with a pro eater. I don't know. I've given him that title. I don't know if he really is a pro eater. Zach Armas.
All right, yes, soon to be pro.
Okay, so how did you get into these wacky food challenges? I heard you're like held a record at Batter Up.
Oh, not the record, but I did a challenge that probably like 10 people have done, and all of them were competitive or pro eaters. And I mean, my friend just told me to do it after I did a fitness competition. And I went in, just went for it, and I barely did it. But I went home and I kind of got sick.
I would imagine. Oh
Yeah,
my
but
God.
I mean, I'm just glad I got it done. I got my picture on the wall.
How much did you eat?
How much was it? It was like a probably 3-foot pancake by like probably 1.5 inches thick with 30 eggs on it.
Oh my God.
2 cups of potatoes. Or no, 4 cups of potatoes, 2 cups of cheese, and then 4 cups of different types of vegetables.
Well, I'm so glad I didn't eat before this. I'd lose.
Yeah, it was, oh man, I'm just glad I got it over with. That was painful.
Oh my gosh. So what else? Tell me some about there was one that you won by a long shot, by 10 minutes, I heard. Was it a burger comp? You've done so many, you can't recall.
Oh, I've done a lot.
Someone said you were ahead of everyone by like 10
Oh,
minutes.
this was a taco eating contest.
Was it that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first one I did, my friend, he like watched me eat, and he just signed me up for it randomly, because like he challenged me to do like sushi. And he said I couldn't eat 10 rolls. I'm like, oh, I can. He's like, all right, if you do it, I'll pay for it. And then after that, he kind of just was like, all right, dude, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, you can do this. And so he signed me up for that taco truck throwdown last minute. And there's like an amateur guy. They all talked him up, and then I came in last. And I was kind of thinking this guy was gonna win. And then I just did my thing and just ate. I got 20 tacos in a minute 43, and no one even finished by 5 minutes. And I was pretty surprised. And then the next day, I went against the pros, and I got 6 out of 10. That was the first year I did it. But this last year, I got 5th, so I won some money, and I feel good. I feel good about it.
So you said you were soon to be pro. What does that mean? Is there like something you sign up where you're like now at pro level, like a competition? Like, is it like bodybuilding? Like, now you're like, now you're the pros.
It's kind of like that. I mean, some paperwork, but I mean, I beat pros. I just need to sign up for a pro competition and place in it. I don't know really the technical stuff that got me into that one. I just won the amateur one, so they threw me into the pro one. I think I have to sign up for an actual pro one next time, and then I think that's how it works. That's what they're telling me. But I mean, I should be pro.
So everyone's been seeing your posters everywhere with this pro eating, and they're like, how does he have a body like that and eat all that crap? Can you tell me the secret?
I mean, some days I eat crappy, some days I eat good. It's like every other day. I do carb cycling. Yeah, some days it's just really bad. The next 2 days it's really good. I make sure I get to do my cardio.
Isn't that hard to go from overeating to undereating? I mean, does your body how does that work?
I don't know. If I feel like I shouldn't eat, I don't eat as much, and I just make sure I get my protein in that day and my fats. It's just my carbs I make really low or really high, and if someone wants me to do a challenge, I'll just go low carbs for a couple days, and I'll get ready for it and do it.
Do you ever get so sick you don't even want to eat the next day?
Yeah, actually, I wish I had brought a video of one of them. It was the Grill Master Challenge, and it was probably like a big old burger. It was like 7 pounds of food in all. So I got the whole burger down, and then I think it was so hot or something, and my nose just started to bleed for some reason. I forgot why. I didn't drink enough water, and I was dehydrated, and then started like kind of swallowing my blood, and then it was kind of bad, and then I just went in the bathroom, I puked it all up right there, and I felt sick for like the rest of the day and the next day. So I mean, that was.
Did you even win that, or you
No,
just,
that's the only one I
just
failed.
for nothing.
That was the only. That's the only.
All that pain for no reason.
That's the only one I failed. I got to go back and do it though.
Oh no!
I can't let that happen.
So tell me about some of these challenges. Did you just start putting this stuff of yourself on YouTube? Like, hey, let's see what happens.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, I mean, you could lift. I mean, everyone lifts. You'll only get like a couple people that like that. But if you eat, everyone's gonna watch it. Everyone likes to watch people eat. I'm like that does make sense. And I guess I can do that. And it does get more like people like interacting with it and talking about it. You know.
So what's this video about you jumping off a roof, and what does that have to do? Where does that fall into play, and why did you do it, and what happened?
I used to do a bunch of crazy stuff all the time when I was younger, and I mean, I still do. But I haven't jumped off the roof since I was like 100 pounds lighter, and my friends said I couldn't do it, said I was too big or something. I mean, all you need to do is like know how to fall. I just like landed and tucked and rolled. So I mean, one day they just said I wouldn't do it. I'm like, okay, let's record this. I'll show you guys I can do it. So I mean, I just I had a beer, and then I hit the beer. I had some of it. I mean, I should have drank all of it before I did it, but I was just ready to go. So I just did that, jumped off the roof, landed, and then tried to jump over my car, but I didn't have enough energy by the time like I got up from hitting the ground. So I mean, I kind of hit the top of my car, made a little dent. It's not even noticeable though. I mean, no one really notices.
That
it.
must be a really strong car if you didn't make.
Oh yeah, I know.
How high was the roof that you jumped off?
This is one story roof. I mean, 12 feet. It was on my Instagram. I wish I had that.
Well, everyone will start following you now. What's your Instagram?
It's Zach__Armas because someone else took the one underscore for some reason. I don't know why. I really don't.
So if no one's jumping off a roof or eating a bunch of food, it's not him.
Yeah, it's not me. Exactly.
So you'll pretty much just do anything people dare you to for money?
No, not anything. It's just things I know I can do. I mean, a lot of people say it's stupid, but I mean, it's stupid if you don't know how to do it. But I did know how. I just haven't done it in a while. That's the thing. So if I know how to do it or I know I can do it, I'll do it.
What about drinking challenges? Have you done any of those?
Drinking? Like alcohol?
Well, either or.
No drinking challenges.
Because some people have done some milk drinking challenges, I know, too. So, I mean, either or. I just wondered if you had any, like...
I mean, just a gallon of water before I did the taco truck throwdown, but that didn't stay down. You know, that was too much. Someone told me to do it, like, make my stomach bigger, but it did, but it didn't stay in. Yeah. Oof.
What was your favorite one out of all these challenges?
My favorite? I'd say the burger one that I just saw a video of up. It was the Yeti challenge at Sequoia Brewery in Tower District. I mean, you have to do the burger in 5 minutes. There's 2 patties, some onion rings on there, and a couple eggs, bacon. It was a pretty big burger, but I had to do it quick. And yeah, I think that was all that was in there. And then the side, too. And that was my favorite one. That was the best tasting one.
Do you get to enjoy it at all, or you just...
I mean, I enjoyed it in that quick 5 minutes. I would go back and do it again, but I did it. I still had to pay for it though. They just gave me a shirt. A bunch of people cheered me on, so it was cool. That was the best tasting one, and I did a pho one somewhere out there in downtown Fresno.
I didn't even know they had, but it's hot.
Yeah, I poured a bunch of ice in it. Yeah, it was hard. Like all the noodles absorbed all the what's it called? All the water got absorbed by the noodles. So
oh my gosh!
By the time I was done, it was just a lot.
You didn't put the spices in there, did you?
No,
I was
no. I just poured a bunch of ice and tried to get it done as fast as I could.
Oh my gosh! So what's next for you? What's the next eating challenge?
Next thing, I saw a taco competition that's coming up in May. I'm gonna try to sign up for that. But there's a burrito one like somewhere in Fresno, El Marachi.
Are you gonna start selling tickets for this?
You know, I feel like I should. Everyone's like, hey, next time you do one, let me know. I want to go. I'm like, okay, you know, I just do it randomly. I don't really set it up. I just kind of just do it if I'm feeling like it that day. That's usually what happens.
But what hasn't been done before that you want to do? Is there like an ice cream eating?
What hasn't been done? Ice cream. I could eat ice cream. I mean,
you probably thought of this because this is what you do. You probably thought, I really want to do this one, or like.
Yeah, I want to do a pizza one actually. I don't know where there's a pizza one around here.
You just have to create one.
Yeah, there's this one place that wanted like me to. They opened it up. They wanted me to like promote their stuff, and they said they'll do a challenge for me. They'll make one up, and they said they'll do like a pizza. but I haven't heard from them lately. But I think they're working on it. I don't know what they're doing.
So basically, the big challenge would be to beat you. That seems like the challenge these days, to try to get someone to...
Oh, yeah. I mean, everyone says they can eat a lot, but then they see me, they're, I thought I could eat a lot, Dang, okay. I mean, I put in work if I want to eat a lot. I want to win. I mean, it's kind of easy to do. It's just a little bit of pain for a little bit. That's all.
What's the biggest amount of money that you've won from this?
That taco truck throwdown won $100.
Really? I thought they were like $500 challenges. Or you haven't done that yet?
I haven't done those yet. That's what I want to do next.
And did anybody give you like gift certificates to come back and actually enjoy the food, or are they afraid you're just going to clean them up with all your...
They're afraid I'm clean them up. They're afraid I'll clean them up. I mean, they're definitely not making money off me eating all that. So, yeah, I haven't gotten any, I don't think. Oh, taco truck throwdown, they gave me like $250 gift card for the Grizzly Stadium, so I could probably just buy a bunch of tickets for next year's season or this year's season and get, what's it called, the apparel.
Oh, wow.
But I still have that. I haven't used it though.
So you also do fitness competitions as well?
Yeah, that's what I started doing when I was 18. I was getting ready for football. I had a nutritionist. He got me ready for football, and he said I was lean enough to do a show. I'm like, there's no way. I mean, I see those guys in magazines. I don't look like that. Then he's like, you can do physique. You should do physique, and then that. And like, I was a teen, so he made me do that, and then I went to the show. I didn't know how to pose, and I made a lot of friends there, and they helped me out with posing. And I did decent. I won the teens. I got first in the men's class, and then when they called me back for overall, I already left. I didn't know there was an overall. I didn't know, so I mean, they called my name. I maybe could have won the whole show.
Oh no!
But I was gone. I was ready to eat. I left. I think I got Yard House after that. Yeah, it was. But that's how I started, and I did well, so I kept doing them.
How long have you been doing that for, competitions?
Probably 6 years almost, and last couple of years I've maybe been doing like one last year I did one, the year before that I did 3. I used to do a lot more when I was like 19, 20, 21, but I just haven't been as motivated to do one, and I work in a restaurant, so it's kind of hard to diet and deal with people all the time when I'm dieting. So, I mean, it'll happen again. It'll happen soon.
So have you won some competitions?
When I was 19, there's that video.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's the pho. There we go.
Oh,
that was intense. That was fun. That was fun. But what was I saying?
The competition you won.
Oh yeah, the competition I won. I signed up for everything I could. It was my last day of being a teen. I turned 20 the next day.
Oh, that's smart. Okay.
Yeah, so I made sure I did that one. I did everything, and I won the physique overall. I made sure to go to the overall that time because I wasn't trying to miss that. And it was the same show a year later. I won the teens, won the teen bodybuilding, teen physique, and then the men's open physique. I won overall in the men's open physique, and then the men's bodybuilding, I got second overall. It was kind of a smaller show. I mean, I'm glad I did it. I mean, I'm not the best or anything, but I'm just glad I won that one. And I had a good time, and I brought home 8 trophies that day, and that's never gonna happen again. It's a good experience, and that's the last time it's the last time I won an overall, I believe. And since then, I've been trying to do like national shows, and something always happens, traveling. But next time, I'll make sure I get everything on point. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Nice. Well, thanks for coming on, and we're gonna try some of that barbecue now.
Oh yes.
Atlas, you can come up and taste some too. Let's eat. I kind of lost my appetite a little bit after the pho video, but
After seeing me eat the pho.
yeah, just put it like
Yeah.
we just want a taste of it, me and Atlas, so
Okay.
we'll just take a taste and then he'll eat the whole cake. I mean, this is just like an appetizer.
I know,
for
but
him.
that
that's
does
not
look good,
quite
yeah.
enough, I don't think.
That's amazing.
It looks really good. Alice, come try this.
There's only 2 spoons.
Alice, come share me. You can have mine. Alice, come here. Oh my God, this is so freaking delicious.
Wow, this is good.
Okay, so now we gotta go. Where's the location again?
Yeah.
It's on Ashland and
It's
Cedar.
on the corner of Ashland and Cedar, inside of the Arco.
Inside the Arca. So
Inside.
you guys are on your way to Metal Mark, one of my favorite places. That would be a good time to go. Go climb some rocks and then go over there.
And we will deliver over there too for free. Just saying.
Oh, you'll deliver to Metal. Oh my God, I can't believe you just told me that right now.
Dang.
That's well. How many people have to deliver?
No, just whatever.
Oh wow,
Yeah, there's no limit.
that's great. That's my home away from GB3. It's GB3 Metal Mark. GB3 Metal Mark. So we want to give some shout outs. Thanks to my cousin Aubrey, whose song is always played at the beginning of our show. So it tastes good. You eat this all the time.
Oh yeah, I would.
How much do you think you can kill of this?
I'd say 6 pounds. 6 pounds of that. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like probably half, like almost a pound maybe.
Wow. Oh my gosh. You are so impressive.
Eating's my thing.
Well, thank you so much, Zach.
Oh, thank you.
Right before me, down on your knees, and you're begging me, please forgive you and just walk away. And I don't work like that, darling. You were never there, darling. Oh, I was there at the call of my name. You were never there, darling, and maybe that's why I don't remember your name You were never there, darling. I was there at the call of my name. You were never there, darling, and maybe that's why you will remember my name. Remember my name. Shadow on the floor, standing there waiting.
And we are back. Just another beautiful song by Aubrey Danielle. That song's called Remember My Name. It's my cousin. She is very talented. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. A special shout out to Andrew Miley of Minnesota. He is responsible for the website for Sparkle Fitness. And then if you also look at our promos and our profiles and everything, and you are interested about that, definitely contact me and I will get you the person who does our photos as well. They are located in Clovis, in Old Town Clovis, and they do a lot of work for Flex Factory. And speaking of Flex Factory, we are having 2 people from the Flex Factory on our show next week. We're having Dr. Batista and Heidi Hogue. They're on a special mission to get people fit and really saving lives. It's going to be really inspirational and really fun because Flex Factory people always bring the fun. So here we have a poem for Braden. It's called Spared. I'll never forget how we were spared. Coping mechanism is pretend I never cared. Like Rosa Parks, I was forced to the back of the bus amidst tired screaming. Stomach reeling, I recounted the story of us. I remember making that chicken pot pie. The Valentine's Day, you made me cry. You asked me to be your wife the year before facing 25 to life. Remember, love me if you dare. In the shower, you held me bare. In the hall, you heard me wail. I knew in my heart we'd never make bail. Wishing all the time we would have set sail. My acknowledgments are long overdue. It was hard going months without hearing from you. Not easy having a ghost haunting me. When not long ago, it was just us 3. Listening to Papa Was a Rolling Stone. I tried to turn our happy house into a home. No one can ever fill your shoes or do for me what I did for you. Ever wonder where we'd be if those monsters hadn't thrown the book at me? I constantly relive this thriller of whispered voices saying you're a killer. I really hate that bitch Giselle. For all I care, she can burn in hell. I tried my best to be a good sport as they kept bringing her name up in court. What's one more ghost in our love's history? How we made it out alive is still a mystery. Would our love have persevered if you hadn't served that extra year? You're the only one who can get me to sing. In your face, I see the joy that it brings. We were young and immature, but our admiration sure was pure. You saved my life years before. Last night you saved my life once more. It killed me to see you, then walk away. You know how much I wanted to stay. I was trying to do what was right for all who was wrong. Paul McCartney's Live and Let Die, our favorite song. Now we're trying just to get by. Even though we must remain apart, there's a special place for you in my heart. Semper Fidelis. Thank you guys. And if you want to see more poems, I have a YouTube site for that. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.